What if you could slash your living expenses by 50% without sacrificing your quality of life? It sounds like a dream, but for Amish families it's a reality. Amish families are known for their cost-effective living. Their approach combines traditional values with practical strategies that focus on simplicity and self-sufficiency. By avoiding modern conveniences and relying on time-tested methods, they manage to live comfortably, while spending far less than the average household. One of the core principles behind the Amish's significant cost reductions is their dedication to self-sufficiency, particularly through gardening and farming. By growing their own vegetables, fruits, and herbs, Amish families drastically cut down their grocery bills. Homegrown produce not only provides fresh and healthy food but also reduces the need for expensive store-bought items. The practice of preserving food through canning and drying further extends their harvest throughout the year, ensuring that they're not reliant on external sources for their nutritional needs. What many people don't know is that almost every Amish member has the ability to build and repair their own home. This hands-on approach eliminates the need to hire expensive contractors or purchase new equipment. Whether it's constructing a barn, fixing a leaky roof, or crafting furniture, DIY projects are a cornerstone of Amish self-sufficiency. The skills and knowledge passed down through generations enable them to handle a wide range of repairs and improvements, keeping their costs low and their homes well maintained. Our next focus is on the essence of craftsmanship. Many Amish people engage in crafting handmade goods such as quilts, furniture, and decorative items. These products are often sold at local markets or through word of mouth, generating additional income. By producing these goods themselves, the Amish avoid the costs associated with buying pre-made items and can also earn money from their craftsmanship. This not only supports their financial needs but also sustains their traditional skills in craftsmanship. In the Amish community, bartering plays a crucial role in reducing costs. Instead of buying goods and services with money, the Amish often trade items or services with each other. For example, a family might trade homemade bread for firewood, or a skilled carpenter might provide woodworking services in exchange for fresh produce. This system of trade and exchange not only helps to minimize cash expenses but also fosters a sense of community and mutual support. Building on this communal spirit, shared resources further contribute to cost reduction. In many Amish communities, tools, equipment, and other resources are shared among members. For instance, a community might have a communal barn for storage or a shared workshop for crafting and repairs. By pooling resources, the Amish reduced the need for each family to invest in expensive equipment or facilities, thus lowering their overall expenses and reinforcing their collective support system. The Amish lifestyle is deeply rooted in minimalism and simplicity. They focus on consuming less and making do with what they have. This minimalistic approach is reflected in their homes, clothing, and overall lifestyle. By avoiding excess and prioritizing function over form, the Amish manage to live comfortably while keeping their spending to a minimum. Their choice to live with fewer material possessions contributes to significant cost savings. One of the most notable aspects of the Amish approach to cost saving is their emphasis on repair and reuse. Instead of discarding broken items and purchasing new ones, the Amish focus on repairing and repurposing. This practice not only extends the life of their possessions but also reduces waste and the need for new purchases. Whether it's mending a torn garment or refurbishing an old piece of furniture, the Amish approach to repair over replace helps them maintain their resources and keep costs low. Let's compare some key expenses between Amish families and modern households using real numbers to illustrate the differences. Take food expenses as a starting point. An Amish family who grows their own vegetables and raises livestock spends about $2,000 a year on food. This includes roughly $1,200 worth of homegrown produce and $1,300 for meat and dairy, with an additional $500 for seeds, fertilizers, and feed. In stark contrast, on average, a modern family spends around $8,800 annually on food, which results in $6,200 for groceries and an extra $1,800 for dining out and other food-related expenses. The Amish family's approach to self-sufficiency results in a savings of $6,000 per year compared to their modern counterparts. Now let's look at transportation. An Amish family using horse-drawn buggies will spend about $6,500 over 5 years. This includes a $5,000 initial cost for the buggy and $300 per year for maintenance and feed. In comparison, a modern family owning a car might face total expenses of $55,000 over the same period. This amount comprises a $30,000 initial cost for the vehicle and $5,000 per year for fuel, insurance, and maintenance. Thus, the Amish family saves a staggering $48,500 over 5 years on transportation. Now that we've explored how Amish families manage to live much cheaper, let's dive into practical strategies that can help you achieve similar savings. First, let's talk about self-sufficiency. A great way to cut down on grocery bills is by starting your own vegetable garden. Imagine a 10 by 10 foot Garden in your yard. With this space you could potentially grow around 100 pounds of produce each year. If you grow vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce, you might save up to $600 annually. For instance, if tomatoes cost $3 per pound at the store and you harvest 50 pounds, you save $150 just on tomatoes. The initial setup for seed, soil, and tools might run you about $100. So if you save $600 and spend $100, your net savings would be around $500. Plus, growing herbs could save you an additional $100. Making your total potential savings from gardening. $600 DIY projects are another way to save money. Fixing a leaky faucet yourself might cost you $20 for a repair kit compared to $100 to $200 if you hire a plumber. By doing it yourself, you save up to $180. Similarly, if you repaint a room yourself, the cost for supplies is around $50, whereas professional services could charge $500. Doing it yourself saves you $450 if you complete 5 DIY projects in a year and save an average of $200 per project. Your total savings would be $1,000. Next, let's explore barter and community support. Building a local network for bartering can cut your expenses significantly. For example, if you provide babysitting services valued at $20 per hour in exchange for lawn care and you spend 10 hours a month babysitting, you save $200 per month. If lawn care costs $100 per visit and you need it weekly, you would spend $400 per month. By bartering, you save $200 each month, which adds up to $2,400 annually. Joining a tool library or co-op can also result in significant savings. Purchasing a lawnmower might cost around $300, but if you join a tool library for an annual fee of $50, you save $250. If you also use other tools like a drill or ladder, which together might cost $150, and the co-op covers those two, you save another $100. Combining these, your total annual savings from using a tool library or co-op could be about $400. Adopting minimalism and frugality can lead to considerable savings. Decluttering your home can help you earn immediate cash. Say you sell unused items worth $500. Additionally, by avoiding the cost of a storage unit, which typically costs $100 per month, you save $1,200 annually. Embracing a minimalist lifestyle might help you cut $50 each month on unnecessary purchases, saving another $600 annually. Finally, repairing and repurposing items instead of buying new can also be financially beneficial. For instance, repairing a torn shirt yourself might cost $5 for a sewing kit compared to $30 for a replacement. By repairing rather than replacing, you save $25. Repurposing old furniture, like turning an old wooden table into a coffee table, might cost $50 in materials, while a new coffee table could cost $200. This means you save $150 if you take on several repair or repurposing projects each year and save an average of $100 per project. Your total annual savings could be $500. If you found these cost-cutting strategies useful, I encourage you to try at least one of them in your own life, whether it's starting a vegetable garden, diving into DIY projects, or embracing minimalism. You might be surprised at the savings you can achieve. Share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe to Frugal Solutions for more deep dives on the Amish, and check out the links in the description for additional resources and tools mentioned in this video. To continue the story, I can expand on the themes of cost-saving practices, self-sufficiency, and minimalist living inspired by the Amish lifestyle. Here's the continuation. The philosophy of simplicity that guides the Amish community is deeply rooted in their values, but its practical applications can inspire anyone seeking to cut costs and lead a more sustainable life. By prioritizing needs over wants and focusing on long-term benefits, individuals can create a lifestyle that is both frugal and fulfilling. One key aspect of this approach is the cultivation of resilience through skills acquisition. The Amish are adept at a wide range of practical skills, from woodworking to sewing, from cooking to mechanical repairs. Learning even a few of these skills can have a profound impact on one's ability to save money. For instance, mastering basic sewing techniques can allow individuals to repair and alter clothing instead of buying new, potentially saving hundreds of dollars annually. Similarly, gaining proficiency in cooking from scratch can reduce reliance on expensive prepackaged meals or dining out. Another critical element is the practice of intentional spending. The Amish carefully evaluate every purchase, asking themselves whether it aligns with their values and whether it will truly enhance their quality of life. This habit of thoughtful decision-making ensures that money is spent wisely and waste is minimized. For example, rather than purchasing the latest gadgets or trendy home decor, they invest in durable, functional items that serve a practical purpose for years to come. Community connections also play a vital role in the Amish way of life and can be equally beneficial in a modern context. By fostering strong relationships with neighbors and friends, people can create a network of mutual support that reduces reliance on costly services. Community potlucks, tool-sharing programs, and childcare swaps are just a few examples of how collaboration can lead to significant savings while strengthening social bonds. A lesser-known but highly effective strategy employed by the Amish is bulk purchasing and cooperative buying. By pooling their resources, they can purchase essential items in large quantities at discounted rates. This approach can be applied to modern households as well. Forming a cooperative buying group with friends or family members can result in substantial savings on groceries, household goods, and even energy costs through shared renewable energy investments. Energy efficiency is another area where the Amish excel. Although they avoid modern conveniences like electricity from the grid, their practices offer valuable lessons in conserving resources. For instance, their use of natural lighting, wood stoves for heating, and manual tools demonstrates how thoughtful energy use can lead to lower utility bills. In a modern setting, adopting energy-saving habits such as turning off unused appliances, sealing drafts, and installing energy-efficient lighting can yield similar benefits. The emphasis on health and well-being within the Amish community is also worth emulating. Their physically active lifestyle, combined with a diet of wholesome, homegrown foods, not only reduces healthcare costs but also enhances overall quality of life. Simple steps like growing an herb garden, walking or biking instead of driving, and cooking balanced meals at home can improve health while cutting expenses. Would you like me to continue building on these themes or take a different direction? The Amish lifestyle also underscores the importance of reducing waste, a concept that aligns closely with modern sustainability efforts. Their repair over replace philosophy ensures that items are used to their fullest potential before being discarded. For example, a broken tool might be mended rather than replaced, and scrap wood can be transformed into useful items like shelves or picture frames. This mindset not only reduces costs but also minimizes environmental impact. Individuals can adopt similar practices by learning basic repair skills and embracing creative reuse of materials in their own homes. Financial independence is another cornerstone of Amish life. They strive to live debt-free, relying on savings and income from their community-based businesses to meet their needs. Avoiding unnecessary loans and focusing on paying off existing debts can greatly enhance financial stability for anyone. Establishing an emergency fund, even if it starts small, provides a cushion against unexpected expenses and reduces the need to rely on credit. Another unique aspect of Amish financial practices is their avoidance of speculative investments. Instead, they invest in tangible assets that contribute directly to their livelihood, such as farmland, livestock, or equipment. This approach ensures their resources remain productive and relatively stable over time. While modern households might not have the same opportunities, they can focus on investing in assets that hold long-term value, such as education, real estate, or tools for self-sufficiency. The Amish also prioritize experiences and relationships over material possessions. By focusing on community gatherings, shared meals, and family traditions, they derive satisfaction from meaningful interactions rather than consumer goods. This mindset can be adopted by anyone seeking to enrich their life without overspending. For instance, hosting a potluck dinner or organizing a game night with friends can be more enjoyable and cost-effective than dining out or going to the movies. Another powerful takeaway from the Amish way of life is the use of cash for transactions. By avoiding credit cards and digital payments, they maintain better control over their spending. For modern individuals, adopting a cash-based budgeting system, such as the envelope method, can help curb unnecessary expenses and keep finances in check. Physically handling cash often makes people more mindful of their purchases. A practical application of Amish simplicity is in their approach to clothing. They often make their own garments or purchase second-hand items, focusing on durability and functionality over fashion trends. Modern families can achieve similar savings by buying high-quality, timeless pieces that last for years or by shopping at thrift stores. Additionally, learning to sew and alter clothing can extend the life of a wardrobe at minimal cost. Transportation is another area where the Amish excel in cost reduction. Their reliance on horse-drawn buggies eliminates the need for fuel, insurance, and costly vehicle repairs. While modern households might not be able to adopt this practice, they can reduce transportation expenses by carpooling, using public transit, or switching to fuel-efficient or electric vehicles. For shorter distances, walking or biking offers a healthy and free alternative. In terms of housing, Amish families often build their own homes with the help of the community. This not only saves on construction costs but also ensures the use of quality materials and craftsmanship. For modern individuals, exploring do-it-yourself (DIY) projects for home improvement can lead to significant savings. Even small tasks, such as painting, landscaping, or installing shelves, can be done without professional help. One of the most inspiring aspects of Amish life is their resilience during challenging times. Their focus on self-reliance and strong community ties helps them weather economic downturns and other hardships. Building similar networks of support and embracing a mindset of adaptability can empower anyone to face financial challenges with confidence. Would you like me to continue with more ideas or expand on any particular aspect? The Amish also embrace a concept of purposeful work, finding value and satisfaction in their daily tasks. Their approach can inspire others to rethink how they engage with their responsibilities. Whether it's gardening, crafting, or maintaining a home, treating these activities as opportunities to create value rather than chores can make them more enjoyable and rewarding. For example, preparing meals from scratch or growing a garden not only saves money but also fosters a sense of accomplishment. Education and skill building are prioritized in the Amish community, particularly through hands-on learning. Children are often taught practical skills from a young age, equipping them with the knowledge to contribute to the household and become self-reliant adults. Modern families can adopt this approach by involving children in household tasks and teaching them skills like cooking, basic repairs, or budgeting. These lessons not only prepare them for the future but also strengthen family bonds. Another lesson from the Amish is the avoidance of wasteful entertainment expenses. Their leisure activities often center on family, community, and nature, such as playing board games, storytelling, or taking walks. Adopting these simple and cost-effective forms of entertainment can reduce reliance on expensive activities like frequent outings or subscriptions to streaming services. Families can also explore free or low-cost local events, parks, and libraries as alternatives. The Amish's relationship with technology is also worth examining. While they don't shun technology outright, they adopt it selectively, choosing tools that align with their values and do not disrupt their lifestyle. This selective approach can inspire modern households to assess their own use of technology. By minimizing dependence on gadgets and digital distractions, families can save on unnecessary expenses while enhancing personal connections and productivity. A central theme in the Amish way of life is gratitude and contentment. By appreciating what they have and focusing on their blessings, they avoid the trap of constant consumerism and the desire for more. Modern individuals can practice this mindset by keeping a gratitude journal or regularly reflecting on the non-material aspects of their lives that bring joy and fulfillment. The Amish practice of communal workdays, such as barn raisings, demonstrates the power of collaboration in achieving large goals. These events bring people together to share labor and resources, significantly reducing costs for individual families. Modern communities can replicate this by organizing group projects or volunteering to help neighbors with tasks like home repairs, gardening, or moving. These shared efforts not only save money but also strengthen community ties.